Welcome back, my friends, to Christmas, Florida, and look at this. That is the biggest alligator I have ever seen, and in fact, it's the biggest one anyone has ever seen because it is the world's largest gator. And all I can think is, would you look at the size of that reptile? Old Swampy is 200 feet and 1 inch long and is indeed the world's largest gator. Apparently, a news van once accidentally backed up over the tail, sending them into a panic. But don't worry, Old Swampy still reigns supreme. Dude, as if Old Swampy wasn't crazy enough to begin with just for his sheer size. Incredibly, he was apparently built as the home of the Jungle Adventures founder, Herman Brooks.
Don't worry about him. That's just crazy old Herman. Lives inside a gator's belly.
Oh, that's right. Swampy's belly was meant to be home sweet home, and Swampy's head was meant to be the entrance to Jungle Adventures. Until those party poopers at Gatorland put the kibosh on that. We can't both have gator head entrances. However, eventually it must have worked itself out because it looks like we can now enter Swampy's mouth these days. And since the Disney parks are full and there are no more reservations left, that is exactly what I intend to do. We're going in, my friends, to have a jungle adventure. Even in the jungle, masks are required. Whoa! Dude, I haven't even gone in yet. And what the heck? There's a freaking bear right here. Was he right there the whole time? I must have barely noticed. Okay, that is awesome, but there's no time to linger. It's time to head in to the jungle. Oh, I thought we entered in Swampy's mouth. But apparently, we enter in the side of his head. Guess they never worked it out after all. Ooh, dude, look at this. You know why alligators are so ornery, right? Because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Plus, lizards keep crawling into their eyeballs. Ooh, okay, so apparently I'm here a little bit late and I've got to hurry quickly and not get too distracted by how awesome this place looks, or else I'll miss the last animal show of the day. I'm supposed to head on down to them green benches. Okay, there they are. Oh yeah, it's already going. Ooh, I hope I get to hold the baby alligator. This is not how I thought my day would go.
No?
Wow. What's his name?
Corny.
Corny? Aww.
Someone mislabeled him as a corn snake. He's not a corn snake, so I call him corny.
Could have been worse. Could have been cheesy.
That's true.
Reminds me of everybody's mother-in-law.
Right?
Oh no. She has a tarantula now. That's an experience I don't want. Dude, there's a little girl holding the tarantula. I'm officially less brave than a little girl. This is my greatest fear of all time. Oh, why is it so sticky?
Because so she doesn't fall. If she falls, she dies.
Oh, I'm tempted to throw her. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sort of. I'm only sort of kidding. Okay. I win fear factor.
You do. You won fear factor. Good job. now get the tank that has all these.
Where's the nearest defibrillator? I cannot believe that I did that. I like the albino skunk much better. Oh, show's over. Oh my gosh. That is a giant panther, or cougar, or mountain lion. That is a big kitty. Wait, whoa, whoa. I thought those were logs until they started moving. What the heck? 1 second I'm in the gift shop, then I'm being hurried across an old wooden bridge. Next I'm being harangued for being late to the animal show. They stick a snake and a tarantula in my hands, make me pet a skunk. Now I see a cougar here outside of a bar. And then what I thought were more logs turn out to be gigantic leftover dinosaurs. Well, hello there. Well, on to the next thing. I guess we're being hurried along to the Native American village. I gotta tell you, as far as looks go, this place is amazing. Dude, all the hand-painted signs and just the wacky little notices here. This is my kind of attraction. Not even necessarily the animal part. I'm not even thinking about that. I mean, just the look of it, you know? You come to Florida and you're like, I want to soak up some local, like, Florida-ness. I don't think it gets much more classic Florida looking than this. We just need a log out there with Kermit sitting on it and a banjo. All right, here we go. Oh, look, there's an ATV in the Native American village. Uh-oh, looks like we're late.
First way, deer antler. Deer antler works absolutely perfectly as an arrowhead. Now,
basically, she's just talking about some of the local customs, how they made arrowheads, stuff like that.
As their mouths are open, took something like this. 3 or 4 of the natives, it took about 3 or 4 of them to pick it up and go directly down the throat of the alligator.
I feel like I missed
Straight
something
down.
here. I can't pay attention. I'm distracted by the peacocks.
They wouldn't throw it at each other. They're
See,
gonna.
one day I plan on going to South Florida where the Seminole, I believe, have a whole visitor center thing where they teach you about themselves. So I wasn't too worried about being distracted here. I wanted to break away from the tour group, but then I heard the words gator feeding. So I guess we'll stick with the herd just a little bit longer. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Dude, look at this guy. Old Mossy. Dude, these things are nuts because as I'm walking through here, I don't even notice them. They don't even need to hide under that green mucky stuff because they can do something even more impressive that I've never been able to do. Sit still. All right, she's starting to bang on things with a hammer. Apparently that's the signal. Come on, guys, aren't you hungry?
Come on, Frankie.
They must have ate a tourist earlier when no one was looking. Guess we might not see a gator feeding after all. Oh. There you go. Dude, that looks so freaky. Wait for it. Wait for it.
That's Daisy.
Ah, he's a daisy if he does.
Looks like the squirrel wants some food too.
Daisy. Daisy, head up.
Apparently Daisy, who is a boy by the way, is the only hungry one today. Okay, well I think that's just about it for the show. I apparently got here just too late to hold the baby alligator, which is the only thing I wanted to hold in there. Now we're free to look around for a little bit. Here's the Nile crocodile, the American crocodile, and I think, oh, nope, never mind. I thought it was gonna be Lyle crocodile in there. Dude, look at all of those little alligators. You got the little ones, the medium ones, the slightly less medium ones. Ooh, hello. Look at this fella. There's a raccoon in here. And he's got toys. Oh, how fun. Oh, dude, look at this. It's a coyote. Dude, now coyotes know something about their plans being foiled. So as most of you know, I came back to Florida to get back into Walt Disney World. We did some filming out there, got some of the stuff done I wanted to. I was about to be out here for a whole other week and a half or so. But with the annual pass, you can only make 3 reservations at a time. And since this time I was not in a Disney hotel and was left to my own devices, those are all the reservations I had. Well, no problem. We were in the parks, doing our thing, having a good time. Allie flew home. I was still getting in the parks, no big deal. When one morning I looked, I checked the app, it's like, okay, a few of the parks, mostly Hollywood Studios, are booked up, but pretty much all clear for the next week that I'm gonna be out here. And then by that evening, all of the reservations for every park were taken. I once again forgot that spring break comes much earlier in Florida than it does back home in California. And so I was totally bamboozled. Heimbucked. I began to panic, and then it hit me. I could just change my flight, go home, and come back later. And so, with a little spare time on my hands today, since I couldn't get into any of the Disney parks, I thought, dude, why not come pay Old Swampy a visit? I've actually literally been meaning to come and see Old Swampy for years. I never really thought about the park itself, which is even, swampier than he is. I was told at the front that basically half of the normal stuff that makes this place awesome is shut down because of the, the pandemic and stuff. It's still actually cool being in here and walking around. Dude, there are so many alligators. You already saw the small alligators and the medium alligators. Look at this. Here are some of the slightly less medium alligators. Oh, look at the size of those. There's just something so weird and cool and primordial about them. Oh, I heard a noise and look at this. Look at this big boy. There's one of the large ones right there. Look at the size of him, man. Whoa, whoa, right through the mask. I don't know if that's the gator or just him stirring up the stuff in there, but oh, you smell a lot worse than Theodore the skunk, I'll tell you that right now. I probably shouldn't insult the gators. There might be a hole in the fence somewhere. Anyway, by the time I figured everything out and changed my plans today, it was already, way into the afternoon. This place is about an hour, maybe 45 minutes from Disney World, depending on where you are around Disney World. And like I said, I was just gonna come here, take a picture of Old Swampy out there, and take off back to the hotel. But as soon as I saw him, I got all excited, as I do. I figured, hey, why not have ourselves a little random adventure, huh, dude? Look at this down here. It's hard to see behind that leaf. You see that turtle? Nice and camouflaged. That's just a log. Over there, log, all logs. Nothing to see here. Bam! Sneaky hidden gator. Dude, there's another sneaky one back there. I was just a young laddie in my band driving across the country, and we go through Louisiana or any swampy area of anywhere, basically. I used to be so disappointed and confused. Like, why don't I see any alligators? Every once in a while, you'd see a dead one on the road. But I'd see these big green swamps and go, dude, there's no alligators anywhere. Look at this. You don't see any right here, do you? Dude, once you stand in a place like this long enough, and you quiet down and look around, bam! There they are, peeking out of everywhere. I will never look at a patch of swamp the same way again. See, alligators, especially on land, don't really freak me out that much. Like, you know, what I'm way more afraid of, even in the water, are snakes, like the poisonous ones, like the cottonmouths and stuff like that. See, in California, as far as I'm aware, and if I'm wrong, I don't want to know any different, there aren't any water snakes. No poisonous water snakes around. We got rattlesnakes, but they'll let you know that they're there, you know. I do not like the idea of poisonous snakes hanging out in trees or in the water. Oh, gosh. Oh, so that's how the conquistadors took everything over. That scared me. They knew the art of surprise.
Si, senor. We Spaniards were very, very sneaky.
I think normally in some of these green, alligator infested areas, see that one hiding down there? Jeez Louise. I think normally in these areas they have some sort of swamp boat or like a swampy version of the Jungle Cruise that you can take through here, which I'm sure gives you a lot more context and interesting facts than I could give you at present. I'm from Southern California. I haven't spent that much time in swamps. Sometime, more time than you'd think, but not enough time to really know what I'm looking at except for these guys. I'm starting to spot these things everywhere. This boardwalk that I've stumbled across is massive, and there are so many alligators out here, including this absolutely ginormous one there. Dude, that is like 2 alleys lengthwise, I'm talking. Girth-wise, that thing is huge. It's like 1.5 me's, 1.5 quarantine me's. What I was gonna say is there's so many gators out here. It makes me wonder, are they feeding them all? Is there just enough food in the swamp for all these gators? Do they catch birds that often? Like, what in the world? I mean, there's fence sections, so I'm assuming they put a certain amount of food and they know what's going on. But to me, to the untrained eye, this all looks so random and chaotic, you know. Whoa, there's a big old one over there. Can you see that one? Crazy. They're so strange because they stay basically the same shape from when they're tiny all the way up to where they're gargantuan. So without them being next to a car or a human or something, you know, to give them scale, it's hard to tell how big they are. Pretty wild though, my friends. All right, I'm seeing some more cages, so I think the boardwalk is sort of finishing up here. I wonder what they've got in this one. Whoa! That is a big dog. Wait, that can't be a dog. Why would a dog be in a cage? Oh, the sign says they're wolf hybrids, just like Jon Snow. Ooh. Man, I wasn't expecting wolf hybrids. That's weird. Oh, I just want to pet them. Look at those guys. Dude, it must stink to be in Florida with fur. Oh, it is pretty warm now and pretty muggy outside. I could not imagine wearing a fur coat that you can't take off. Yikes. All right, well, we completed the jungle nature trail, I think. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh, see, there it is. I think you got one of the older boats there and then the newer boats for what they call the Jungle Swamp Cruise. Actually, it looks pretty fun. I got to come back sometime when all this is over and they're operating that again. For now, though, I think everybody else in the group sort of left. It's just me and the puma, dude. Look at that. Wow. I mean, it looks just like my cat, you know? I just want to go in there, give it a little pet, a little scratch, have a little snuggle, hear it purr. Oh, who's a good kitty? Yes, you are. Does not look like it liked that baby talk. I'm guessing I'm not the only tourist who comes by and makes those noises. All right, well, that was unexpected. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's another little short path here. I have no idea what's down there. Hey, dude. You're not supposed to lean on the railings or the fence. Come on. Come on, no leaning on the railings, Mr. Squirrel. You heard me, move along. Move along, that's right. Oh, it's Mrs. Squirrel. Oh, hello there. You are very curious. You want to be on Random Land? Wow, nobody wants to be on Random Land. Well, that's actually a good thing. That's the only way I landed the job. Oh, dude. That is one crusty gator in there. Look at the bones. Look at the bones next to them. Oh, man. You hear that? Like that. Are you talking to me? One of these ginormous creatures was making noises at me. They were gator calling me. Ah, this one's called Sweetie the alligator. It says, I am completely blind. Oh no, Sweetie's blind. I feel like I'm the one who's blind though, because I don't see Sweetie anywhere. Oh, Sweetie. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, gee, look at this, where you think the path would keep continuing. There's some wood over there. Maybe they're going to extend it one day. And you might be tempted, you know, just to hop over, walk a little further. Oh, no. That would be a bad idea. Look at the size of them lizards back there. Craziness. Okay, well, I think we've seen all that we can see on the inside, except the bear. See, I wasn't even going to come in, because I was like, well, I've been to Gatorland. I don't have a lot of time, but they hooked me with that bear outside. Once you see the bear, you're like, wow, if the bear is out here and you can see it for free, what else do they got in there? And after I paid my admission, I was thinking, okay, well, at least I'll get to hold the baby alligator, which I didn't. I was a little too late. And instead, before I could even think, because I was messing with my stuff, she came and put a tarantula in my hand. Something that was just as horrifying as I thought that it would be. People always say, oh, if you do that, you know, afterwards it'll be no big deal to you. Nope, I immediately dissociated. This isn't real, and it was so sticky. The feet were all like Velcro feeling. I'm never touching that again. I just couldn't let that little girl show me up, you know. I needed to prove that I was at least as brave as a little girl. And I think I've successfully done that today. All right, well, without the boat tours or any swamp barbecue, I guess I'll go see if I can get another view of that bear from the inside, and then head back. Whoa, dude. Yes. Oh, dude. I love bears. I've never been afraid of bears for some reason. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be pretty nervous about a grizzly bear or a polar bear or a Kodiak bear. But I grew up camping with the Boy Scouts a lot around black bears. They would visit us pretty frequently, so not really afraid of black bears. Maybe I should be, but they're just so cute. I mean, look at them. Look at that face. Come on. Okay, I don't know what this thing is. Bear chow feeding sky trolley. Little pulley in there. Maybe at one point you could wheel in some bear food or something. But it sounds amazing. Wow. I'm guessing maybe the bear used to climb up into those sort of tree perches there, but looks a little portly to me. A little bit of a Winnie the Pooh thing going on there. Probably not getting the vertical distance that he used to, huh, buddy? Probably just a little quarantine weight, man. Don't worry about it. Me too. We both got to get a little more active. Got to play with the tire some more. It's all good. All right, and with that, we're out. Oh, that explains it. I should put one of those signs up in my bathroom. Oh, dang it, there was a giant map right when I walked in. If only I had looked at it. There's always next time. Plus, I didn't even notice they had all kinds of alligator food and stuff in here. That's the downside to being spontaneous, I guess. I still can't get over the display in the very entrance, you know, with the stuffed animals. And just for the record, it is more hot and humid in here than out there. Welcome to the jungle, indeed. Well, it turned out the Jungle Adventures was awesome, and a visit to Swampy was a good idea after all. And you heard that straight from the Gator's mouth. Dude, I love giant concrete creations like this. I love roadside attractions, and this is a true roadside attraction. The highway right here, I believe, goes out to the old Space Center, and then if you go this way, it goes to Walt Disney World. If you're coming out to Central Florida just for Disney and Universal, it's not really on your way to anything, you know, but you have a day like me today where you can't get into the parks with the reservation system and stuff like that. This is a great, you know, great place to come and mix things up. Get wild! Visit the jungle, baby! See a bear's rump. Ooh, where can you do that, huh? You know, all right, gang, I guess it's time for me to head back to the hotel, but I've just grown so close to Swampy now. I'm finding it very difficult to leave him behind. We need more things like this in America. We need more things like this all over the world. I would love to own or build or be part of building a giant roadside attraction like this. Not really not the animal part so much. It's this I'm more interested in. Someday, Swampy. Someday. All right, guys, say goodbye to the champion, to the world's largest alligator, Swampy. I know today's adventure was sort of unexpected, sort of random, and I really did not want to touch that tarantula. But you know what? At the end of the day, it turned out to be a pretty good time. Plus, I got myself a squeaky alligator. My own little Swampy here. He was $3.99. That's a heck of a deal. And speaking of hecks of deals, make sure to go visit store.randomland.com. The sweet hats are back in stock. People have been asking, when are you going to get the regular hats back? They are back. Plus, we've been having a t-shirt sale. So if you go over there and check it out,
I have good news. You'll have done your duty, and you can go home and sleep well.
Allie's gonna love me having this around the house. Of course, we're all done filming. I literally put the key in the ignition. Camera's put away, and the guy with the truck finally moves it. So that's what Swampy's neck looks like. Well, at least we know. By the way, and I would not normally do this, but I have to say this. Christmas, Florida is also famous, super famous to me, because a good friend of mine, Adam the Woo, as you know him, once filmed a video out here a long time ago. I was friends with him years and years ago before all the YouTube craziness, when he was just, had done a few videos, and he came to Christmas, Florida, I think on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, to do a video. It is one of my all-time favorite things I've ever seen anywhere, and in it, Adam came out here and met Santa Claus. You failed me. If you've seen the video, you'll get the reference. You failed. Dude, maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So it has nothing to do with Swampy really, or what we're doing today, or what's going on, but I highly recommend it. It's good viewing.